Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Rocco TV. Man destroys 2 women at once in a mixed MMA fight. Please like them below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time. Oh, Superman about to wreck these lowest lanes. He looks
this
totally
is from a
unfit.
Romanian MMA organisation called RXF, where they like to set up a bunch of crazy fights. They also decided to set up this fight that you're about to see between a TikToker and these 2 women, and apparently it's the women that asked for it. So what you're about to see, they asked for it.
It's always the women that ask for it. Men don't ask for this. We don't like beating up on weaker people. That is not something men enjoy doing too much, especially in public like this. It's humiliating to be beating up on weaker people like that. See, it's not even even because they have headgear on, he doesn't. Dude, he's going to town. Oh. Shout out to this TikToker, bro. No fucking fucks given. These girls can't even hit through his fucking muscle and fat. Like, he barely even feels anything.
This is all he felt every time they punched him.
They're smacking him with pillows. They wanted it. A 2-on-1. You guys can't even hurt the man. I enjoy this way too much. Nothing's wrong with me, guys. I guess.
Now, I don't know if he identified as a woman for this fight, but this should be a warning to all the donuts that think that biological men competing against women in sports, especially combat sports, is a good idea.
Flashback.
If Floyd Mayweather identified as a woman,
Okay.
should he be allowed to box other biological women?
I can't answer this question. I'm gonna get absolutely hated on. I mean, I see both sides of the argument.
He would kill someone.
Isn't that crazy that people don't want to give a certain opinion or want to say something that's true because they're going to get hated on? That's where we are in society. We're shaming the truth. Instead of shaming the bad behaviors, we're shaming the things that shouldn't be shamed.
This is, okay, that's how I feel about
I think like the physical strength obviously is very unfair, but I'm all about like trans rights and everything like that and equality with like gender and everything, so that's why I kind of get sticky.
I believe so, yes. I don't think that biology necessarily equates to someone's skill
Of
range.
course, blue hair.
I don't know.
lady.
Isn't it like boxing? It's just like dangerous overall.
Yeah, anybody could fracture someone's skull. I mean,
You can, but you have a much higher chance, I think, especially if you have like a biological
Don't say I think, bro. I know. It's the truth.
advantage, like with your bone density, with your higher center of gravity, all the things that are advantaged by going through puberty. As being male, you take that with you into a fight. It sounds like you guys are all in agreement still.
Yeah. Are they not all being injured like that? Right? Are there?
So if everybody's being injured, it's fine then. If a man is fracturing a woman's skull.
Got her. Got him.
Well, again, trans women are women, so it would be a woman.
See, these people are so worried about virtue signalling and worried about offending people, they've forgotten that what they're actually advocating for now can get people hurt and it can ruin
protect
women's
women.
sports.
History has been made.
This transgender weightlifter competed in the Olympics. Transgender women, people born male but who identify as female, are winning many competitions.
Dominating the state's girls' track meets.
Some women are upset about it.
And this is exactly why I do my snippet of biology always beats delusion. Or delusion doesn't beat biology, whichever way it goes. Because of shit like this. it shouldn't be allowed. I don't think men should be fighting women. I don't think men should be fighting a weaker sex. That's fucked up shit.
Why do I have to compete against a male body?
Leah Schneeberger is a mountain bike racer. She won this race 3 years in a row. But then a former men's cyclist transitioned and competed as a woman. Now that person wins.
How did this happen? I just want to be able to compete on a fair playing field.
Bearden is a road racer and recently won a women's state championship.
Transgender competitors do often take testosterone blockers that help align their body with how they identify.
When I started hormone therapy, within 9 months I was running 12% slower.
Trans athlete Joanna Harper is a scientist who's advised the Olympic Committee.
How is it fair for trans women to compete with women?
Well, trans women lose muscle, lose strength, lose endurance with hormone therapy.
But you still balance out at a higher level than women are, even after that. So stop lying, you lying whore.
It's going to be Telfer.
After Cece Telfer won this race, she said,
"As a trans athlete, I'm not a threat to women's sports because I am a woman."
But Telfer ranked 390th best competing as a man.
I have to admit, I am somewhat at a loss to explain it.
Really?
But what about combat sports?
Fox to the knees, and that's it.
That's one of the most fucked up shits right here. The knee to that one girl from him, or I'm going to call it. That's fucked up.
This woman, Fallon Fox, won most of her fights. She broke this woman's orbital bone. Later, she said, "I've never felt the strength as I did that night."
Doesn't seem fair.
The idea that trans women are hugely going to outperform cis women does not hold up to the statistics.
What the fuck are you talking about? Every single race that a trans, or every single fucking event that a trans person goes into, they dominate. They almost always dominate. What? Okay, a trans female. A male transitions into a female. The other way around, they get destroyed within, 20-something seconds in a boxing match.
But the statistics do say
A male could be 40% stronger than a female on his legs.
Biologist Emma Hilton.
Things like shoulder width. Those things don't change when transgender women suppress testosterone. They don't get shorter. They've still got big lungs.
I can train 20 hours a week, but I cannot train to be a man.
You can't fix some of the performance gaps. The performance gap in weightlifting is over 30%. The performance gap when someone is throwing a baseball is over 50%.
Yes.
And the performance gap when a male punches is 160%.
100%, guys. Over 100% difference in strength between men and women punching.
The thing is, most people know this deep down. We've had this conversation over and over again about men and women in sports.
All the time.
There's only so much you can repeat the same thing. Sometimes you just got to let it happen and let them see for themselves.
Is there a good argument to be made, though, that, like, okay, you women voted for this, so I don't really give a shit if a bunch of dudes come in and ruin your sports game that nobody watches? Right?
I've said it already. I'm actually already done with repeating the same thing.
Yeah.
They're going to have to stand up and fight for themselves because they've dug themselves in this hole.
Yeah.
So let's just, do you know what? We'll all get rich as well. We can all just bet on the ones that identify as women and we'll all win a bunch of money.
That's right. It'll be.
I'm still in the boat. I'm still going to try to educate. I know Rocco's been doing it for longer than me. So he's like, I'm done. No shade to him. After like a few years of trying and not seeing any results, it does suck.
It'll be the brand new meme coin, right? And we'll jack it up like they did with GameStop on these
we'll
bets.
make a shit ton
we'll
of
make
money.
it
We'll get
done.
rich. It's easy. It's easy. Imagine when they start doing mixed martial arts as well. I'm getting the whole house. My mortgage on it.
That's right. All the boxing matches, absolutely. That's actually a really good point.
There should be a separate third category for trans people to compete in.
Yeah, no. I wholeheartedly, strongly deny the third category introduction because I'm not third. I deserve to be a part of the female category. I'm female. Males deserve to be a part of the male category.
If you don't want to see trans women competing in women's sports, then you're going to have to allow young children who do not feel, who are experiencing gender dysphoria, to have those drugs when they're younger.
No, not at all.
You are.
In my
because
estimation, you
otherwise-
do one of two things. It's very straightforward. This whole supposed insolvable problem is very straightforward. Trans women either compete against other trans women in an entirely new category, as there are more and more of them competing, or they compete against their biological sex because that is the biology they've been born with. Tell me why that's not fair.
I don't think it's fair that people who've experienced gender dysphoria when they're growing up and don't feel that they are in the right body should not be allowed to compete in sports. And if you're going to take away their
Why
rights...
don't you care? Look, you love...
He said you could compete against your sex that you were born with. He didn't say you can't compete. Women.
You go on about women's rights, and a lot of the time I agree with you. I want women to enjoy utter fairness and equality.
I think this is fair.
How can you possibly sign up to something that is so grotesquely unfair and unequal to women's rights?
And look, this isn't about being against trans people. I'm not against trans people.
Nope,
they should be
nothing.
able to compete in sports. It just needs to be fair. If you don't understand the difference in that, then you're a muppet and you need Michael.
Stop it.
Get some help.
Get some help.
Shout outs to Rocco TV. Delusion doesn't beat biology. I don't know how many videos I have to make, how many times I have to say it, but I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep doing it because it's fucked up. I don't think women should be fucking getting destroyed like that. I do agree. They fought for it themselves. They fucked themselves over. But that's what men do, right? We're supposed to protect women from themselves. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you next time. Ciao.